Alright, this is going to be a real quick video of how I mark up my material before I have to cut it either on a bandsaw, vertical bandsaw, chop saw. Doesn't matter if it's steel or wood. I usually use this way, especially on steel. It makes it a lot easier. It's 100% accurate. So let's get to it. I'll show you how I do it. Obviously, the first thing that you're going to need is something to mark the material off. So what I usually use, mostly for cutting, is I'll use a marker. You can also use pencils, a red pencil or a silver pencil, depending on what you have. Marker is probably one of the best things to do, mostly if there's a lot of scale. I usually just use the pencils for laying out because you have to be extremely accurate. But you'll see exactly what I'm talking about with using the marker. Now in this case, I made a mistake when I cut this. I actually cut it too long, so I have to kind of fix it. It's actually supposed to be 32 1/16. So basically, what you do is you come up to your measurement and you just kind of mark it up, kind of make a fat line. All right, so there's your fat line. I marked over here because that's where I'm going to be the saw blade is going to have to be on that line right there. If I was cutting on this side, I would have an X or a check mark on this side, so I know that I'll be cutting on this side. So in this case, it's 32 1/16, and I'm going to be trimming off this edge right there. So since I'm cutting on this side that's towards you, I'm going to put my blade down so this way the teeth are on the side that it's supposed to be cut on. As you can see, the teeth, because since saw blade teeth, sometimes they're jagged. The jagged tooth is right on that line. Hopefully you can see that. And then you clamp it down and you cut. Now usually you'll use a stop, which in this case I don't have to, just because I had to trim these up and they're all different sizes. So you just want to double check to make sure everything's all good, and you start cutting. Alright, let's see how I did here. It's supposed to be 32 1/16, and we're right on the money.